game seems working. And anyone who tunes in from here, I streamed earlier, but I forgot to change my stream title from Demio to Ilysia, so I was streaming the wrong game as far as Twitch was concerned. So trying again. This time I'm gonna stick to my level 8 character because I want to get some stuff done. But first, I am just logging in, so I'm just keeping this adventure GIF up, meme up, so I don't give away my passwords. That's if the game wants to cast. It's being a little bit fiddly, and it's decided no. So I might just have to restart my headset live on stream. What a great way to waste time. Thank you, Oculus, for making a button that doesn't work. And boom, their white logo. I have to do this all the time, unfortunately. Soft resetting my headset because for some reason or another, some feature stops working. But at least I don't have to fully reset it, which gets super old super quickly. But, oh well. Okay, to anyone who decides to tune in, welcome. I'm about to start streaming the Ilysia Alpha. And it is, oh, someone's already following. Hey, who was that background? Hey, mate. I haven't opened up my text-to-speech yet because I'm waiting for the actual stream to go live again. But thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. Oh, my headset is so slow. Don't get an Oculus Quest 1, people. If you're buying a new headset, buy a new one. These ones is doing the job for me, but oh my god, there are so many times I wish I had the newest headset. Even just restarting my headset, I have to put in all my internet connection stuff again every single time. Even though it registers it, it won't. Okay, booting the game up again. Testing. Yep, mic still works, desktop audio still works. Come on. The Oculus One is so slow. Oh, there it goes. Come on, work, 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 work. Anytime. Okay, good. It's up. Okay, I'm just gonna quickly log in so you guys can't see my password. Okay, now I should be able to just remove that, and boom, stream's up. Okay, so to anyone who didn't see my other stream, this is Ilysia. Just kidding. But this is their login screen. It's pretty sick. They got a little moving stars here, so if you don't look directly at it, it looks amazing. And if you look directly at it, it still looks pretty cool. At the moment, they have this awesome keyboard, so it really allows you to just type. It's probably my favorite feeling keyboard. Oop, missed a button. I like it. It feels great. Which character do I want to play as? Yes, I have been playing for a little bit now, but for the interests of finishing these quests again before anyone else gets here, I'm just gonna jump into my level 8 character, which, by the way, is this guy. You can edit your character, and you have all of these options, but I'm kind of happy with how mine is. But now that I've got that all working, I'm gonna get my text-to-speech up and running again because I need it. and then I can actually get the stream underway. It's a whole 15 minutes, I think, now of just flubber. Just fluffing around. Oh, to be on PC VR and have everything work with the press of one button. That'll do. That'll do. Okay. And welcome, Yuki. That name came through sounding really funny on my text-to-speech, but I think I said that right. Questline loading screens. I don't know if you guys can see this, but oh, there it goes. I just had like a singular screen in black. What time of day is it? It is 7 a.m. according to the game. These are all the items you guys are going to want to find as you level through. So when you get on my level, let me know. Just kidding. I of course had time before you guys. But jump in, play around, do some missions. Let me know what you think. The biggest benefit to being high level now, though, in my opinion, is having more stamina. Stamina is very important in doing anything important. I like that from this distance I can still see their health bars, the enemy down below. Where did I put my axe? Compass. I must have taken it off my back. Well, I'm stupid. Yep, it is no longer there. I have lost my axe. Some happy person's going to be like, oh, I found it, but Nope, didn't want to grab that. The menu system is a little bit fiddly at the moment, and it's kind of pissing me off. Like, you have this laser pointer that comes out and you can grab things, but then to put it back, the laser pointer doesn't, you have to like manually put it back. It gets a little bit fiddly. Yeah, got my axe. Yeah, he's got to hit me. Yep. I'm dealing with Australian ping, as you can tell by the way these guys are moving. I don't really want to lose his axe again, though. So archery at the moment doesn't quite feel natural. If you hop into the game and you're trying to play it, it's because your avatar arm length doesn't extend as far as your actual arm length. So when you're aiming, it feels a little bit off, and you'll occasionally miss your shots because you think you're moving your arm, but you're not actually moving your in-game arm. So with that, I'd recommend just actively bending your elbow for now until they fix it, which probably won't be this alpha. So for now, just bend your elbow a little bit so that you're matching your in-game character's length, and that'll be fine for you. I do love the transition from like all the dusk, like all those sort of sunset, sunrise sort of effects. Very pretty on the clouds. And that is probably the biggest downside of the Quest version, is this pop-in. But you play long enough and you sort of keep your head looking down and around, you don't notice it as much. But if you're, of course, looking up at the tree, you see it pop in. Hopefully that gets fiddled with and fine-tuned over time, and they can really lessen the impact that that has on the player. But of course, another reason to not buy the Quest 1 version. So I believe I have to run back to the starting area, which I actually forgot about when I was playing earlier. Because I have to talk to one of the NPCs to get my next quest. Ah, another graveyard. Art threw in a bunch of graveyards that you can teleport to, or if you die, you go to them as well, then you have to run from there to your body. But it's weird how close that is, because there's another graveyard just at the top of that hill. I feel like that's a little bit too close. But he might be being a little bit generous, because there is a Toka encampment just over that hill, which you have to do as part of, I think, the level 5 quest? 300-meter draw distance, seeing those mountains pop in. In my opinion, that's more than enough. Like, anything less than that, probably not ideal. Anything more than that, great. But that 300-meter draw distance is pretty good. That allows you to come to the top of a hill and see everything that's around you. At least any immediate threats, very definitely. I'm excited. I'm excited for this game. Even the alpha has been so much fun to run around in. It'd be great to get in with more people. I'm waiting for the rest of my my usual party to get a copy so I can hop in Discord with them and play. Hey, it's Lionheart. Hey, mate. He's probably like, why are you playing on your level 8 character? It's because I'm trying to finish the quest, damn it. If I didn't have to run back through the newbie area, I wouldn't. I tried to run away from them intentionally so no one would see me running around as a level 8 scaring people. Just like a crazy axe murderer, just... Ah. Not that I want to scare people. I'm not even wanting to show off. But I do like it. I'm excited to see who, of the people who just hopped in today, I'm excited to see who hits the max level first. Or, I say max level. There is, as far as I'm aware, no max level. So it'd be cool to see if there is actually one. But I think we hit 20 plus something. I think someone got to like level 23. Welcome to the channel, dudes. I think that was Overlord and Forefront. Thank you. Still don't know exactly the definition of POG. I use it myself, but I should probably know exactly what it means. Yes. Yes, I am lucky. I don't plan on staying on my level 8 character because I like to run around with new people now that there's more people in the game. But I do just want to finish my quests. So if I can, I'm going to run through, talk to this lady in town while there's no one else here to see me, and then I'm going to run away into the wilderness. Wave 3, that's not too far away, hopefully. Like, everything seems to be going pretty well. So, yeah, Wave 3 is not bad. There are some people I saw in Wave 5 who were just sad, very sad. Shh, don't tell anyone about that glitch, but I just gave myself full XP, full stamina. It's one of the patches coming soon. At the moment, I'm so used to running and jumping around everywhere, but they added it so that stamina is affected by your jumping. So I need to stop jumping to get around because it keeps on messing with me. I am the wiki creator, and that they gave me a little bit of generosity, I guess, from the devs, and I'm so thankful to them for that, because I love getting in and checking this stuff out as much as possible. But if you have any questions, guys, head to the wiki. I've got up a page there now for the quests and how to finish all the quest line. But of course, try and do it on your own. If you don't need the wiki, it's great. If you need to talk to people, feel free to jump in the Discord. There's always going to be someone in that voice chat. who might be able to help you out. And it's a lot more fun asking people where to go as opposed to reading it up on a wiki page, especially if you can still do it while in the VR game. But yeah, I try to add as much info as I can. I've got a whole bunch more stuff that I haven't revealed on the wiki yet because I don't want to spoil things for people. But look through the game, find some stuff, you'll enjoy it. Yep. Ooh, a little bit of stutter just then. I don't know if you guys can see the blackness at the edge of my screen. Not happening now, thank God, but it was there for a few seconds. My favorite thing that they've done with the archery is they've made it that if you shoot things in the head, it doesn't count. Shoot them in the armor. Oh, I missed. But if you shoot them in the armor or the spear, it doesn't count. You have to actually shoot their body. Oh. And you have to be inside the net pathing. That is a temporary thing that won't stick around. But if you're outside of where the enemies would naturally walk or find you, you won't be able to do damage and they won't detect you. But that will change. They've said some of the ideas they plan on implementing with that, but I don't know what their first decision is going to be. That we will see. But that's just a temporary thing, because of course this test is all about trying to get us to do melee combat, not so much the archery. But I don't care for the melee. I'm an archer. It's my thing. Oh, wait. Look away. This is a spoilers thing. If you don't want to have anything spoiled for you, look away. Right now, there are... I'm just going to look away so no one sees it. At the moment, there are quests from level 1 through to 10. There's a whole bunch of stuff for you to find, all of this gear, through either the quests or killing stuff. Basically, it's about testing the network stability, of course, and melee combat, a little bit of archery combat, and there is a skill progression. You get 3 skill points every time you level up, and you can put them towards these basic skill trees. And a stat screen, which you get from certain gear pieces. Don't really know if this actually has any impact on the game, but it's there, so you can look at it. But for the moment, it's mostly testing how the melee combat feels, how it is enjoyable to interact with the NPCs and go about doing quests. Yeah, for the moment, I've got a little to-do list. Yeah, but if you don't want to have anything ruined for you, probably don't watch my stream, because I'm just going to start by doing the end game quests. Ah, me too. Yeah, Druid will be fun. I don't know which class, aside from the Ranger Cleric that I plan on playing, I'll spec into the most. But if Necromancy becomes a thing, I probably will spec into that a little bit, because that'd be pretty cool. But I don't know. Might be one of those things where I just make a bunch of different characters. Abs is just typing on the keyboard. The in-game keyboard at the moment is horrible, and they plan on getting rid of it. The login keyboard was great, possibly my favorite keyboard in-game I've ever had. But this one uses a sort of xylophone typing thing. And the keyboard pops up in between you and the menu options, and it appears right in front of you. So there's a chance that you'll just accidentally bump something. And then if you close the menu down from here, it automatically sends whatever you typed, which is frustrating. But that is something I believe I saw in Discord like a few minutes ago, they're actively talking about what they're going to do with this and whether they just remove it or try and fix it right now. Of course, they weren't focusing too much on fixing that over the last week because they wanted to fix everything else first. But it's coming. Yeah, especially right now. I think there's like 20 people in the Discord chat that are currently playing. I don't know why, but my text-to-speech is no longer telling me who is talking, which is kind of frustrating. Ah, yes, good. There were people here earlier, but I'm going to steer clear, because I'm not trying to show off my high-level stuff. I want people to go out and find it. I already had one person DM me saying, how do I get that axe? And I'm not telling you shit. I'm not telling you guys anything. You can figure it out yourselves. I've told you what sort of rewards you get from the quest lines, but that's like 2/3 of the gear that I found. Yeah, I was thinking about hopping back in the Discord, but unfortunately I can't talk to them and have my stream going at the same time. So I gotta figure out a way to do that. Oop, person. Don't look at me. I sneaky. If you walk directly sideways, guys, there's a spot where you stop making footsteps. And so you can just sneaky your way around the entire map and no one would know you're there. So if you turn on hand-based direction, it allows you to sort of like turn your hand sideways and move forwards like that. And that way you can still go in the direction you're looking. Yeah, people like giving away hints. I like giving away things too. I really want to give away stuff, but I found out a lot of this stuff before people even had the chance to look in on it, so I would feel super guilty if I dropped spoilers before people had the chance to find it themselves. And also, I guess this is practice for me, because when the full game launches, I am going to do very little on the wiki probably, because I'll be spending too much time actually playing. So you guys may have noticed the turtles had shells on their backs and like armor on their faces. If you try to shoot that with your bow, you won't do any damage. You have to shoot for their squishy bits. Same as with the toku, you have to shoot them in the flesh, not the armor. That sort of shell is their armor. Where do I go from here? I believe it's northwest. Sure, mate, sure. Oh, unfortunately, the first one to make quality content is probably going to be, at a guess, Nervly, because he's had, I guess, the access to the mod chat, so he's seen a lot more of the comments that have happened with the game, and so he knows, I guess, where to start if he has videos that he has specifics he wants to do about. But otherwise, you'll just have to hop in and look and explore yourself. Yeah, having to shoot them in the fleshy spots is really cool. For a while there, they had it so that you could just shoot anything with the bow, and it was only the melee weapons that affected it, that were affected by it. Sorry, but I'm really glad they made it so archery as well, because otherwise melee just wasn't being used. People would just hide at the back and just shoot. I wonder if I can hit him with this. Yep, he sensed me. Because of the quest, whenever my hand leaves my tracking space, it stops counting as a swing, and that kind of messes with my tracking a little bit. I don't know if that's for PC VR, like when you have base stations up, but I've found that happens a lot with my Quest 1. Just because I'm lifting my hand a little bit too high. I don't know what the best fix for that is in-game to make it feel better. Maybe just shortening that distance to activate. Like at the moment, it takes a little bit to activate. And if it was a little bit more quick to activate, that might fix that issue. But it might also make it pool noodly, so they've got to find a balance of what they want. Am I still going the right way? I am not. I got turned around. They have added a jump animation, which again, another thing that has sort of messed with the avatar. So like, as you jump, your legs sort of come up, but it sucks your hands away from your body. So that was a very recent addition, I believe. So hopefully that gets tuned a little bit. Oops, see, at the moment the travel hog isn't actually detecting me shooting him, because I believe his net pathing probably comes up to right here. But if I shoot him from here... Yeah, I've got a couple of meme videos planned. I already posted one that was the South Park killing boars reference. That's had a little clip of me killing a ton of boars in quick succession. Because South Park WoW was, in my opinion, the best WoW meme ever. But I have a few more things planned. Yeah, there aren't any, or aren't too many skills at the moment. You've got the skill tree, but it doesn't tell you what they do. I believe it sort of just increases the damage of your weapons, and with the athleticism, get rid of that. Yeah, so you've got this just increases the damage of melee, ranged, and your basic jumping, running, athleticism. I don't know what the max level is, or if there even is one. I know that through an XP glitch, people got as high as like 20 something that I'm aware of. People may have got higher and they just didn't mention it in the that Discord channel, but I didn't see it. So hit 20 something and go higher than that. If you hit 30 something, it's something to brag about. Anyone who says, "Look, I got to level 10," I don't care. No one cares about you. I like that I can still see the enemy name tags at a distance. It's obviously not as good as being able to see what the enemy is and get up close. Because even that one in the background, I have to get about there before it pops in. But it's still better than not knowing that there's something there at all. For a while, the quest draw distance was really small, and I suggested that you make the devs make the aggro range of the enemies just slightly longer than what the draw distance was for the quest one. And I imagine that would be pretty fun. As soon as you see an enemy, it's already locked onto you and sprinting at you to try and kill you. That'd make life a little bit more exciting for the quest one users. All right, answer me this. Anyone who's watching, the green evergreen tree, pine tree thing. I like the level of detail, but I prefer it when it's this one. What is it gonna pop in? Oh, this one doesn't want to pop in. Okay, so you can see on these trees in the background. I like that level of detail. It looks like a very thick, healthy tree. But then as you get to there, it changes to the other one. I don't really like that. I prefer that one. I feel like that one looks healthier. This one has more angles, sure, but I prefer that one. That's my opinion, though. I think this one does have more detail to it for sure, which is why it's when you're up close. Yeah, there's only so much they can do for the quest build. I'm hoping they can improve it a little bit, but my biggest issue, I guess, is the draw distance. And the draw distance at the moment is great, which is what I wanted them to do. If they make the draw distance any shorter than this to try and make the rest of the graphics pop out better, I feel like that'd be a mistake. I prefer to have the shitty graphics on Quest 1 and have this pop-in effect, but still be able to see things at a greater distance. Yeah, I guess it's hard for you to tell from flat screen, but when you hop into VR, you'll probably see the same sort of textures, but that's what I find weird about this texture, is that I can stand at just the right angle and it completely disappears. And I feel like the other one wouldn't do that. Oh yeah, the style is good. I mean, you can see this tree. It looks kind of bare and barren, but PC VR definitely looks a lot thicker than this. But for a Quest 1 build, I can completely deal with that. Oh, yeah, I lost the path for a second there. And if you stand still, you'll notice that the trees and the leaves actually move slightly. Same with the fireflies, and the clouds in the whole sky is just constantly moving and rotating around. So like the time of day will be changing as you go. I think at the moment, a full 24 hours takes about 4 hours of real world time. I might be wrong about that. I'm pretty sure it's 10 seconds per minute. I'll wait. I'll wait till it hits 37 so I can count this out. Oh, so it might be slightly longer. My counting may have been a bit fast, but that was closer to 12, 14 seconds for me. So might be about 6 hours. I think that adds 5, 6 hours for a full 24-hour cycle. So I know that on their yeah, when you're standing there counting the clock, it does that. But yeah, they said on their Kickstarter page that with the shops and things, you'll be able to claim a store front in the towns for yourself. But if you leave for more than 2 days of in-game time, that store becomes available to others. So realistically, that's 8 to 10 hours-ish. So if that happens, and you really want to come back to it the next day, you can sleep, hop back on in the morning, and it's still there. That's because I'm not focusing on leveling up right now. That's why I sort of wanted to hop in and keep going with my high-level character. At least for a minute. Everyone else is starting the introductory character customization stuff. I'm just sort of skipping ahead. I'll go back to that, because I really like the character customization for a basic option at the moment. If you haven't seen it, it's pretty good. It has a gender scale instead of like male or female, so you can sort of choose your level of masculinity or femininity. And sort of everything's sort of a sliding scale. It is a new island. I don't know who asked that. Probably Jesus. That is a dark blue text. I cannot read that at this distance through my headset. But yeah, it's a different island. It's I don't think they've given a name to this island yet, actually. But yeah, it's slightly bigger than the pre-alpha island too. I haven't tested running all the way around the outside yet to see how long it takes. Yeah, I agree. At the moment, it is still basic. It is still just, well, I'll face my camera. I always forget the camera's over this here somewhere. So it's oil bar. Thanks, mate. Thanks. I think I've got a bit of a delay between you guys hearing what I'm talking about and me seeing the text pop up, which of course streaming. If I could minimize that any further, I think I would, but I think this is as low as I can get it. But what was I talking about just before? Map size. I think it was map size. Yeah, with the map size slightly bigger than the pre-alpha map was. And you'll notice that just by having to run around and do the quests, because there's a couple of quests that will require you to run back and forth between locations. And that's a little bit arduous, but gives you a chance to look around. Another thing you'll notice, you guys probably can't hear it as loud as I can, but the waterfalls sound freaking amazing. Props to Justin for doing a good job of it. 20 minutes. Probably not 20 minutes, maybe like 30 seconds. But yeah, that's what I thought. But yeah, with the waterfalls, as you get close to them, they get really, really loud. So if you're actually using in-game VoIP chat, when that becomes a thing, trying to talk to people next to a waterfall isn't the best idea. But I like that as you get away from them, I can still hear that, and it's still pretty loud. Still hear it a little bit softer. And it's like sort of just a faint trickling at this point. And now it's gone. So that's on the other side of this mountain. Oh, pardon me. And I can still just hear it a little bit. Waterfalls sound great. Creeks aren't as good at the moment. I feel like creeks sound a little bit sudden when you get close to them. But that may have just been because I spent a little bit more time adjusting the distance settings for the waterfalls. But I'm okay with it. Because it is amazing. But I will show you guys this waterfall real quick. Yes. Yeah, you can tell that Justin's actually recorded a real waterfall somewhere. I'm kind of keen for another one of his blogs on the Ilysia or Team 21 website. Yeah. I want him to do like a vlog, like just record himself going out to places to record sounds, so that I can go to those places, because I'm pretty sure he lives not too far away from me in the nearby state. If you are interested, oh wait, I am going to. Oh no, I can't. Oh no! Oh shit! Okay, at the moment they have allowed us to sort of walk up any kind of incline. That will be disappearing, I imagine, pretty soon. Because in pre-alpha you could barely walk up like this. You wouldn't have been able to do this. That slope you would have had a little bit of trouble with. Can I make that jump? No, I cannot. Thank God there's no fall damage. I didn't want to come all the way down here. And this text box is one of the things that they plan on either completely getting rid of. Yeah, I agree. It just sounds really cool. Yeah, down I went. That wasn't fun. That kind of made me jump a little. This waterfall right here is by far my absolute favorite waterfall. And not just because of the looks. They all look pretty cool. This one looks a little bit lighter than the other ones, and I guess that makes sense. But it's more because of the reason behind, like the logic behind this waterfall. It's a freaking ocean waterfall. Like, my mind's really like, one, how is this area not full of water if the ocean is filling it up? Like, where is the water going? I have no doubt that they have thought about why it's doing this, because they like that sort of shit. But it's a freaking ocean waterfall. It's like an infinity pool, but with the ocean. And I love that. And PC VR version looks so much cooler than that, but I like it still. Now, downside to anyone who's watching, I am probably going to turn off my stream to get through this next little bit, because I don't want to have too many spoilers. But if you stick around, you will be seeing the final boss. Because I know other people, I wasn't going to go here, but I saw that other people had already made it to the boss, so I was like, it's already done. People have made it, now I can share it. But I don't want to reveal too much, so I want you guys to be awed and wowed when you get to it yourselves. So I am just going to, I guess, hide my screen for a minute until I get up to the boss room itself. So, apologies. Apologies. Won't take me long, hopefully. If I die, it might take me a little bit, but I should be pretty quick. Oh, guys, I wish you could see this. It's just so pretty. There's so many things. All the things. The things are great. Oh, they did add a cemetery right outside the dangerous boss area, which is helpful. Very, very helpful. Yeah, I thought it was pretty funny. If you look close enough, you can see the Oh wait, no, I changed it. Okay, you can't see it at the moment. I did have it so that the scroll Bilbo's carrying had the Elysium map on it, but I just realized that I didn't put that on the latest version, because I had to resize it to actually fit on my Twitch page. Ooh. Okay, this area is looking even cooler than the last time I saw photos of it, and it's sick. It is very sick. You guys are gonna love it. I'm just trying to say things to make you jealous. I'm not showing you guys anything about the process to come into it. I'm just gonna show you the boss, and I know that that itself is a huge reveal, but I'm picky, and I'm not doing it so much that I don't want to reveal something. It's more that I want you guys to be awed and wowed by it when you come through yourself. So I just sort of want you to have to go through the experience of getting there yourselves. For now. in like a couple of days when more people have streamed a lot, I'll probably just leave it up to you. Okay, that should be good enough. Now I'm just going to keep my distance for a minute and see how long I can shoot him. Oh, okay, that's a funny animation. I don't know if that's intentional, but that is awesome. Oh, I am hoping to God that that is actually the way he's meant to move, because that is funny as hell. Not as terrifying as he probably is meant to be, though. So I'd say that's maybe a glitch. Okay, with the movement, if you find... There it is. Okay, that's the speed I can go. Just gonna keep going that way. Oh, no, I went too fast. This is my biggest issue with the stamina at the moment. It's really hard to move and build up stamina because there's no clear point between where you're running and where you're walking. Nah, screw it. So if you're walking by just pushing your controller down at the full distance, you're considered to be running. And if you're only pushing it in slightly, you're considered to be walking. And they need to make it so that running requires a sprint button. So then people can just walk around and not use up their stamina. Where is his hitbox right now? He's down to yellow. This is, of course, a group quest. You're meant to do it with other people. Just watching that build up, build up, build up, build up, build up, build up. Oh, he's totally jumping. He's actually jumping. Because I'm shooting where... I assumed that it was because his model isn't meant to be up that high, so I was shooting where he was. That didn't work. But no, he just jumped straight over my arrow. Welcome to the channel, 24-hour music. That's interesting name for someone to join an Ilysia stream. Not gonna say I think you're a bot, but I think you're a bot. So every arrow shot uses up 4 stamina. And I'm just trying to let it build up as much as possible, because if you go into the negative, your movement speed is reduced a lot. I badly timed that. So I'm not a huge fan of the stamina at the moment, mostly because of this inability to control. Yes, you do. It's frustrating mostly because you can't easily find that spot where you're just walking. And that's really frustrating. Wasting time trying to do that is the biggest issue. Like, I like it that they will still move faster than your walk speed, but I find it so hard to actually find that walk speed. Hey. Just gonna... There, I got it. Now I just have to be careful not to move my thumb. Another thing you'll notice is they've sort of done what Orbis has done, and they have this screen. Not that that's what Orbis has done, but like if you move, it sort of loosely tracks you, which is kind of cool. But I feel like it loosely tracks you too loosely. So because it's so loosely tracking, as you're turning your head, it will go from barely visible on your left to smack bang in the middle of your screen, which blocks out whenever you put something in front of it. And that something can be terrain. Like if I go up to this this will all disappear. And that's very frustrating. This should be visible at all times, but I have no idea what my health is, what my stamina is, until I pull it out. But if it was just on a set spot off to the side and it was visible on top of everything at all times. Okay. I believe that is an everyone issue with the screen. Okay, what is his attack animation? I can't tell what my health is. Aha! Shield is working now. Mostly working. I'm just gonna keep the shield above my head. Actually, I'm gonna see how much damage he does. That, yeah, okay. That'll start to hurt real quick. Yep, I'm just gonna hit him in the nuts. He can't get through my shield. I love the shields. I can't see what his health bar is though. Got him. Tank build is an actual build. What is in here? I can't see through his balls. Oh, it's armor. I don't need more armor. I'm good. So yeah, that is the level 10 Troger boss. And again, just while I'm running away, I'm gonna hide this. Okay. And I do like the shortcut exit. It's just like a quick little get out, run away. Okay, gotta go this way. I'm sorry, and I was gonna run a little bit further away because I don't want to spoil too many things. There's some really cool things to find and explore in this map, and I don't want to give away too many of them just yet. Okay, should be visible again. Awesome. So you'll notice it's daytime now. 9:45. Yep. If I go up high enough, I'll be able to see the sky on the other side. Oh, can I make this jump? Yes, by clipping into the rocks a little. Ooh, favorite feature in the alpha. That's a tough one. I'm just gonna glitch through this rock for a second while I think about it. Where is my path out? I don't know. I feel like the archery has taken a bit of a hit because it wasn't what they were focusing on. They sort of just copy and pasted it from pre-alpha, but it... Did I go straight past this path? I think I like... Oh, that's right. This is sort of an extra hidden cave. I believe it just leads through the mountain. There's like another sort of similar closed-off cave on the other side. I thought this was a different path. I kind of like the questing. I like that that's something that they were able to put into Alpha1, and it's probably the best thing to do. Because already you have these massive worlds, or these massive maps, which you can run around and explore and find all the cool little things that these guys love to build into their world. And that's cool. That's fun. But that does get boring if that's all you're doing for such a long time. But yeah, my favorite thing would be the quests, like having actual story to do. But my one advice is when you are doing the story, follow the paths. If you yeah, if you can hop in with someone in like a voice chat, do that. It's great because at the moment texting chat during game isn't great. Yeah, preaching to the choir on that one, dude. I was always alone. If I hopped on, there may have been one or two other people online, but at the moment I can sort of see more people because it's only just launched for them. But it is like 4 a.m. when I hopped on. But my least favorite thing is probably the avatars, because immediately when I made an avatar, I could see inside my body, see the back of my knees, and I don't like that. I am always lonely, mostly because all my friends aren't in yet. I think there's only like 2 or 3 people in my Discord who actually have Alpha1 codes, and I don't have my extra codes yet, so I can't send my codes to the friends that I was going to give them to yet. I have to wait till the end of the week, I think. But the avatars are getting fixed. They have acknowledged that they are outsourcing it to another company. I think Art said that 2 or 3 avatars has the same poly count as like the entire map or something like that. It's their avatars are not great, and they've acknowledged it. And as long as they're aware of it, it's okay. But it is something that needs to be fixed, and I'd rather it be fixed sooner rather than them taking the time to figure it out and do it themselves. But it takes like an extra 6 months. I would just want the avatars fixed ASAP, because that affects everything. It affects both melee combat, range combat, spell casting, movement, exploration, just regular glitches. But just the avatars need to be fixed. They're such an important thing. So I'm really glad that that's being outsourced. Yeah. I mean, obviously looking down and seeing this, it's kind of okay. But it's not ideal. Not ideal at all. They did at least remove the head, so when you're moving around, you can no longer see parts of like your face and your hair clipping into your vision, which is good. That was good, like, but only for you locally, so other players can still see your head. But I believe if I was to put on this helmet, oh no, they didn't add that. They had it for a bit where you could see the helmet, and I kind of liked being able to see the helmet, because it's like if you're going to wear something that covers your vision, it should impair your vision a little bit. It makes sense. But I didn't like seeing it change position as I moved. So like it was in a different position when I was standing still to when I was moving forward or swimming, jumping. But I will get lost in this game just exploring and getting distracted by looking at the pretty things any day of the week. Yeah, unfortunately, that's just the same reason that they've got. I don't see anything. It's for the same reason why they haven't just let everybody in at once, like all the Alpha1 backers. It's because they just need to control how many people are accessing the server at once until they know that it can handle it. Because if they let 200 people in the first group, but each of those people has 2 or 3 keys, that number can skyrocket to 600, 800 more if they have more keys. It's something they just want to control for now. If they get to the 300, 400 mark and there's still no issues, I imagine they're just going to be like, okay, throw everyone in, see what happens. But luckily, most people do get why though, which is good. I don't think there's anyone out there who's like, oh, this is unforgivable. And the ones that are out there, I take that back. There are a couple. The ones that are like that, we just sort of ignore them. Yes, they did. But 200 per wave doesn't mean 200 people in the server at once, because a lot of people, it's a Monday. It's midday on a Monday, so you guys are all going to be at work. Those of you that aren't in the middle of a COVID lockdown and can't leave your house. So, damn, I'm so sad I'm locked at home with my VR and my... just so unfortunate. Yeah, so at the moment I am so lost. I could pull out my compass and figure out where I am, but I haven't seen any landmarks that help me, because there's like half the map is just meh, like good luck. Rolling hills and forests. Yep, I enjoy it. Combat feels smooth. It's like 80% satisfying. I notice that when I'm swinging the short sword, I can do that motion with the blade, but I can't then do that motion with the blade. Even though it's a 2-sided blade, it wouldn't let me do that. So that's something that needs tweaking, because I don't want to have to do sort of a twist motion for every slash of my 2-sided sword. But at the same time, I guess in real life, I wouldn't just be standing there going, ha, 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 with the sword. So, I don't know. I don't know what the best approach is there for that. Yeah, yeah, but ping is definitely affecting me more now that there's more people. I've noticed that for sure. When there weren't as many people, it was easier. I didn't have the same issues, but yeah. I think the biggest issue for me at the moment is if I lift my hand outside of my camera tracking, it sometimes doesn't activate. But if I stick to little small motions like this, it's almost guaranteed to activate. But sometimes you're spacing off at something that's the same height as you, and you can't just go. Like, you'll notice that that doesn't work. You have to go from on top of them and down to actually activate in time to hit their head. And that's cool. I really like that. But if I can't lift my hand up without looking up at my hand and doing that, then that gets frustrating. Yeah, but so many people are poor man Quest. Even PC VR users who are still using Quest, they have to deal with the inside-out tracking. Not as many people have base stations set up anymore. It's just, you're an old man, mate. Move on. I know. But it's an issue, and I'm hoping that more people comment on it, so it's not just me. Yeah, you're old man. I am stuck on something. I don't know why that was stuttering me so much. I have noticed that I can turn my head and move in any direction very easily, but if I try to turn my toggle to change directions, oh, they may have fixed it. That's good, they fixed it. There's a lot of things that they've fixed that you guys aren't aware of, and that is a level 9. What the hell are you? I have not seen you before. I think these are the same ones from the pre-alpha, the Razor Main. I believe if you shoot the tusks on the boar, yeah, the tusks are the boar's invulnerability spot. And I believe they plan on making it that instead of just it doesn't attack when it gets close enough, it actually is attacking you with the tusks, as if the tusks are a sword. Oop, that's his attack mesh. And you can stun them a little bit. So if I was able to control my movement, they would still be able to catch me, but I could stun them. Oh, 65 XP. Oh, I'm coming back here. Where the frick am I? There's a path here. I know that much, so that gives me some sort of indicator of where the hell I am. Okay, yep, that's the beach down there. This is my favorite path. I don't know yet. I would have said that Zenith had better combat than Ilysia's current combat, at least for melee. But I don't know. In the last couple of days, that opinion has maybe changed. I don't know. I need to do a little bit more. I feel like by the end of Alpha, or by the end of Alpha 1, Ilysia's combat will be better than what Zenith's combat was, personally. But at the moment, I think it's debatable. But I don't know. I don't know when we're going to get spellcasting, but I really hope that the magic update comes in Alpha 1, not just we have to wait till Alpha 2, because I miss casting spells, and I really want to see if the mana shield now works as an actual shield, because... Oh, level 8. Okay, there are a whole bunch of enemies that I haven't encountered yet, and I am excited to fight them. But I am also not excited to die just yet, and I want to run back and finish this quest. Yeah, in that regards, yes, it's definitely better in Ilysia. And if you're not playing from Australia with my weird ping, you'll notice the rubber banding a lot less. There is, at the moment, the thing they've done with the range combat is that they will not register you, and they will not register as hits on them until you're within the area that these enemies, like it's like nav mesh or something. If you're inside that mesh, you can hit them. But they just didn't want people sitting way in the background like I was, shooting arrows at things in a way that they can't possibly hit you. Like at the moment, I'm just shooting this guy before he can get his attack onto me. So stun locking is great. Oh, welcome to the channel, guys. That's interesting. My text-to-speech now cuts off what it was saying beforehand just to say new people joined. Yeah, it's a good temporary fix to stop the archery abuse, but I believe probably the next thing we're gonna get, but I don't know for sure which one they're gonna implement first to test, will be that you shoot them and they sort of quickly sprint over towards you until they get close enough to be in melee attacking range, and then they'll just move back to their regular speed. So I guess they dash towards you is what that'll be. Which might make it a little bit frustrating for people who wanted to keep that ranged attack, but I guess that's why you play in a party. I mean, they do. They have pretty decent arrow drop off. Like, that hit all the way over the back, but if I aim up a little bit, it should go slightly further. Yeah, so I don't know if you guys can see that, but one's landed right where the grass changes from that green to a yellowish green. It landed right at that line, and the other one made it just to the edge of the rocks. So the arrow drop off is pretty significant. And if you don't pull the bow back all the way, it'll just drop off a little bit. And that still uses stamina. Every single time an arrow gets launched from your bow, whether it's a full shot or a little drop off, it uses full stamina. I feel like that shouldn't be a thing. I feel like when you're swinging your axe, this right here doesn't cost any stamina. It's still activating, it's still doing a thing, doesn't cost a stamina. I feel like if you shoot your arrow and it does 0 damage, and it isn't a full draw, like if you drop it from like here, that shouldn't count as using stamina, unless it hits something. But they could just make it that anything within that range doesn't do any damage, and then you're fine. But bows still don't sit right. I believe this bow is probably the worst one. The arrow sort of works a little bit better now, but the handhold position isn't great. But again, that's another avatar issue, not so much a game and a bow issue. But it might also be the bows. What fix? I didn't quite catch that. Sorry, what did my phone say? Oh yes, the bow fix is temporary. Or if not temporary, it's for this alpha. It's not a permanent thing. But this alpha is mostly about testing melee mechanics, not so much the archery. But aggro mechanics are still something I'm figuring out. I don't even know if they're for sure baked in properly yet. But there is aggro in the game, and I believe it switches to whoever is doing the most damage, or at least the most recent damage. Too soon to know. From this house, I believe I just have to head south, and I will get to that starter island. There are maps. I've put a map up on the wiki because someone shared it into the Discord, and I took that as my cue to post it onto the wiki. And if you're smart, you can go around to the individual taverns and find maps that are posted up on the door, like on the wall of those taverns. And those maps have the paths traced down on them, so you can actually see where all the paths lead to. So you can tell exactly where you are simply by getting onto a path. So what I've done in my personal maps is I've combined all of those tavern maps together to form the big map. And now I have a map that is of the entire island that shows me where the paths are. So if you want to be sneaky, do it like that, and then just take a screenshot of that and keep it on your headset so you can open it up at any time, because there is no way to grab maps physically yet. But that's what I do. So I have a map next to me that I can pull up if I need to. But I have now traveled around enough that I can pretty much figure out where I am as soon as I go to the coast, or as soon as I find a landmark inside the world. Like that building back there, a graveyard. But the entire coast is where I would start. If you're wanting to explore, just go around the entire coastline. This music though, I love it. And that draw distance, they've intentionally made it so that the clouds are visible in front of the thing, but the sky isn't. So as you get closer, the clouds disappear, but the sky is immediately blocked out. And I like that because it looks kind of cool. It sort of looks like it's shrouded in mist at a distance. And for the most part, when you look up at mountains, that makes sense. That makes sense. Maybe. If they have anything like that, they haven't told us about it. And I wouldn't be surprised. They do have some secrets that they only recently added into the world. So even those that were in the A1A group test or the mods that were able to see the chat, there's so many things that we still don't know about because the devs hadn't put them in their game yet. So even after exploring, I'm still going to have to run around and explore and look at people's videos to find more secrets. Because they might, if they loved us, they would. Ooh, person. Who is this? Yandros. Yep. Australian ping. Or he just disconnected. I can hear footsteps. I'm going to glitch through the rock, see if he can see me. Shh. Don't tell him. This person just saw me sneak up behind someone, and then they went poof. I believe his nearest graveyard is just around the corner somewhere, so he'll be fine. He'll be fine. It's technically it's not mod abuse. It's just over the top PKing. And I've been trying to avoid people because I'm high level and I feel like a troll. Oh, he would have spawned right there. He's fine. He's fine. That's the guy that gave him the quest to go down and kill those things, so he knows where he is. But I don't know if he can see me. Like when you're dead, the world sort of gets a gray. Screw it. I'll let something kill me so you guys can see it. This might take a while. What can I choose to kill me? Gotta wait for stamina so I can actually run. Oh, you have seen the death thing, cool. I'll do it anyway for if anyone's watching who hasn't seen it. But if you die, you sort of get like a grey shade over it, and it's very, very World of Warcrafty. Another want to become famous person. I love these guys. This is sadly the majority of my viewer base. It's awesome. At least you guys can't hear it, but in my text-to-speech, I have a few bots that constantly join in, and as soon as they join in, I get all of their there's like 2 or 3 at a time that always sort of join in at the same time, and that already is a bit of a I doubt that you're a person thing. But when I get the same thing, same names all the time, and they never say anything. I have 9 people. You know why I have 9 people? Because there's like 2 people streaming Ilysia right now. I can't claim that. But I will give you a tip, guys. All these level 1 enemies at the moment will give you 0 XP if you're a high enough level. But they will give you a little bit of XP if you do a little bit of damage to them first. So if you kill them with more than 1 hit, then you'll get XP. But if you one-shot them, you get nothing. You have to sort of lightly hit them. Oh my god. Trying to actually shoot my bow. I was trying not to do a full shot because I didn't want to kill this thing. Oh, that's right, I want this thing to kill me. This will take a while. I need to recruit friends. Oh my god. I was trying to shoot, I was out of stamina. Just gonna lightly tap you. Just gonna lightly tap you. Okay. Yeah, I'm hoping that they add sort of, yeah, something. I don't know what they would do to sort of be stamina specific, but maybe something similar to the death screen. It's like when you're out of stamina, you sort of get a little bit drained, the color fades a little bit. I do kind of want them to do a nighttime effect like that too. So like whenever it's night at the moment, it sort of feels like day. It's still very bright. You can still see everything. The red color is interesting. Like it's a very clear indicator that you're being hit and you're bleeding. But yeah, if you're being hit by multiple things at once, it's kind of frustrating. But if I pull out my shield, I don't think. Oh, for boars, it's a little bit weird because I don't know where their hit is coming from, so I can't actually tell where I'm supposed to block. But one more. Okay, I am dead. So a screen like this sort of grayed out, but if they made it sort of like a navy blue, I feel like that would be a really nice nighttime effect. So it's a way to differentiate between the regular daylight and nighttime. Oh, the music is great. My only complaint with the music is when it stops. It needs to be on a loop. Oh, I can see my gravestone from here. I can't see it on the compass yet. Anything you grab out while you're dead, guys, you cannot put it away. It's kind of a downside. And you can't, as far as I'm aware, you can't melee anything while you're dead. You can, however, shoot it with a bow. But if you... Sorry, just checking. If you shoot things while you're dead, you don't get any XP from them. They did have it, though, that you could shoot things to wound them, and if you wound them, their wounds stay a thing. So I can shoot this guy. Of course, I shouldn't kill him, but I can shoot this guy and take his health down to whatever I want. Spawn in, and his health should still be nice and low. Yep, still where it was. So if you have a lot of trouble with a boss fight, for example, wink wink, nudge nudge, get in before it gets patched. But that's probably my biggest tip that you can do now, unless there's a dev watching, and then I didn't tell them that. It was Asna. Asna did it. Oh yeah. After they did the armor patch, the chieftains, like the Toka chieftains, became super hard to kill because they have armor everywhere, and they move pretty quickly. And this game will be cross-buy. At the moment, it's an alpha. So if you bought into the alpha on Kickstarter or pre-Kickstarter, then you got a code. And at the moment, you can just choose to play on either Quest 1, Quest 2, or PCVR. And I believe for the majority of the game will be cross-buy on all things. I don't know if PSVR is included in that yet, but their aim is to make it on everything. So it's probably going to be Mage Portal based. At the moment, I have no one to play with. I might have people to play with when they wake up. But I don't know. I don't have anyone to play with until they give out the access codes that I can give to my friends. And that's probably not going to be this week. So I've got to wait for them. And at the moment, all the other people who I talk to and like the most to hang out with aren't in Australia, so I have to just deal with that. Do I have both of these? I don't think I have. Oh no, I do. I have both of those. That's right. Ta-da! Well, I'll just wear this one for now. But yeah, if you hop in and I'm still online, feel free to join me. I'm probably going to take a break soon because I just woke up at 4 o'clock and downloaded everything and hopped on, and now I'm freaking starving, so I need to head off and get some food. I do believe I just finished the quest though. That was... Wait, I did remove that, yes. For a second there, I thought that I hadn't removed the adventure. Wait, I missed all that. That was too much text and I was talking. Yes. This sort of menu is, I imagine, what they're going to do. They've fiddled with it already a little bit, and they're not too happy with, one, how you're grabbing things. Like at the moment, you have this laser pointer coming out of your wrist that you can point at things to grab, but it's not that accurate. And even if you grab it... Well, I think my game just crashed. I am going to call that as a sign, and I'm going to head off. But I'll finish what I was saying. When you grab things... Oh, nice, dude. Yeah, if you grab things with the wrist laser pointer, you have to physically put them back with where your hand is placed, but it's not necessarily where your hand is placed. It sort of has to do with like a wrist direction, which gets really frustrating when you're trying to put things back in a certain spot. But yeah, that's something they need to work on. But the UI, like that little HUD icon, probably not completely indicative of everything. For one, you've got like a... if you look at other people's streams, you'll see that they have like a red and a blue bar above their head. Yes, the waves should only be a few hours apart, dude. Hopefully, fingers crossed. If no issues pop up, that's why they have it staggered. But if you look at other people's streams, you'll see they have like a red and blue health bar above them. That's their health and mana. But mana isn't a part of that little bar down the bottom. So I don't know if that bar is a confirmed thing or if it's just something they put in for this alpha. Like in the pre-alpha, you had a little thing on your wrist that had the same information, like your level, your XP gain, and your health and mana on it. In this, it's different. So they might just be filling with different things and looking for feedback on what people prefer. I personally prefer it to be something on me, but I do want there to be HUD elements so that I can look at my party's health, because I don't want to see my party's health on my arm, because if I'm trying to manage a big party as a healer or a raid party, God forbid, and they have it all up my arm, I'm going to be livid. But being able to put it up on my HUD or have chat pop up on my HUD instead of a menu window, there's lots of different things they could do. And we just have to give them feedback on what they currently have and whether or not we like it and give them possible suggestions. That's the whole point of the alpha. So if you have opportunity to hop in, hop in. Yes. Yeah. I'd love customization. Like complete customization is the goal. But for now, we just have to deal with what they give us and what they are able to do quickly, I guess. So feel free to head on over to another stream, guys. I know that Una is streaming, and she's pretty good. So go check her out. I'll be back on later if you decide to follow me still. Catch you around. Yes, I will be in tomorrow, which for me is today. So if you hop up tomorrow, I might still be online. So feel free to message me on Discord, dude. I will hop into a Discord chat and hopefully I can set it up so that I can hear the Discord while I'm in game. Catch you guys.